The reason why we built FAPSCO is to unite the Filipino online professionals industry, to also promote collaboration with each other, and of course, we wanted to help produce skilled online professionals, specialists, and of course, leaders.
We've created POPSCO with a vision to become an organization that supports all Filipino online professionals to be successful in their online careers and businesses, regardless of their affiliations.
I joined FAPSCO because as an online professional who's working at the comfort of my home, I needed other individual can share with me on this freelancing journey.
The reason why we have built the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative is to help the ICT graduates, aspirant freelancers, and this is also to help them develop, explore, and acquire new skills when it comes to online professional industry.
Ang paglambo o kalampusan sa usa ka organisasyon nagadepende sa kalidad sa mga miyembro o mga lideres niini. Ang FAPSCO dili lang adunay maanindot kayo nga advokasya o misyon na matabangan kitang tanang mga online professionals na magkahiusa, mulambo o mutubo kita sa atong pagpanarbaho o pagnegosyo online.
FAPSCO for me is a digital opportunity for me to develop and share my skills.
I joined FAPSCO as one of the founding members because I knew FAPSCO is going to be backed by other veteran online professionals and freelancers, thereby having an experienced, solid, and passionate founding members that we have today.
I joined FAPSCO because the vision of the co-op aligns with my personal vision to provide much needed support to online professionals nationwide.
I joined FAPSCO because the people that I've met have the same values, mission, and vision as mine, and that is to provide assistance, pre-training, and coaching to those who wants to jumpstart their career as a freelancer.
I joined the FAPSCO community because it promotes collaboration instead of competition.
I joined FAPSCO because this is a group with a helping hand.
I wanted to be part of an organization that would be a pioneer group of individuals who will be working to promote online freelance.
It's a great privilege to be part of the first national-based cooperative for online professionals. With a pool of seasoned freelancers, business owners, digital jobs, PH trainers, and trainees in our community, I got to connect with them and grow my network.
So joining an organization like FAPSCO helps me develop leadership and digital skills within an environment of my peers.
My FAPSCO family is a community that helps you nurture your skills and help you gain the knowledge and the skills that you need.
One of the reasons why I joined FAPSCO, it is important for us to have a network of people that could help us in terms of just simple advice.
So the reason why I joined FAPSCO is because it was founded by people who I trusted, people who already established in the industry, and they thought that it was such a great opportunity to be able to work with them.
I joined FAPSCO because it's the first national-based cooperative for online-based professionals.
So I joined FAPSCO because I love the values, its mission and vision to help more Filipinos.
Why I joined FAPSCO? It is all because the values, the mission of FAPSCO really aligned to my values also.
I joined the Filipino Online Professionals Cooperative because I wanted our individual reputations to have a collective reputation for excellence.
Well, the reason why I joined FAPSCO is to have a community where I can grow as an online professional.
The reason why I joined FAPSCO is to give back to the community and be able to help each other.
I joined FAPSCO because I want to share my skills and my talent with all online professionals.
The reason why I joined FAPSCO is that I don't want to miss the opportunity to join the first cooperative that is created specifically for online freelancers.
I joined FAPSCO because I can see that it will help me improve and develop my skills and my personality.
I joined FAPSCO because I am very inspired with their achievements and advocacy in promoting and helping Filipino freelancers.
Being a member of FAPSCO
surely brings a lot of wonderful memories on how I started out with my career.
I joined FAPSCO because I want to be a part of this online professional community where I can gain more knowledge, skills, and support from the group.
I joined POPSCO because harmonious POPSCO family relationship and understanding between business associates that bring me a peace of mind.
Why choose POPSCO? They offer opportunities and trainings for freelancers.
First national-based cooperative for online professionals, which is FAPSCO, a community of expert freelancers in the Philippines, which gave me the opportunity to further hone my skills in social media.
I joined POPSCO because I believe in the mission, vision, goals, and objectives of the organization to further enhance and develop the industry of online professions and virtual work in the Philippines.
I joined FOPSCO because I saw the potential growth is not just reaching one's goals and being successful, but there is camaraderie.
So I'm here with FOPSCO, and it is my way of paying it forward to the guidance that I also received when I was a startup.
Joining FAPSCO, I finally found my home, a family, a community of like-minded individuals who share the same passion, vision, and pains.
I joined FAPSCO because I want to empower my fellow freelancers to be the best that they can be.
Ayan! Happy New Year! It's a new, bagong ano naman, yugto na naman ng buhay natin. It's 2023. Hello everyone and welcome to FOPStalk. A show for and by online professionals. This show is for you. Ayan, I hope lahat kayo nag-enjoy sa mga December breaks ninyo. Kung nag-break man kayo at kung hindi kayo nag-break, bakit? Alright, FOPStalk is brought to you by FOPSCO, the national-based cooperative for and by Filipino online professionals. Please like our page, facebook.com/fopsco.ph, and you may also find us in Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And also, thank you for our partners, FOPSCO Media, si CJ na tahimik na nakasuporta sa amin every single episode. And FOPSCO SMM team, Jalik, Sydney, Bern, hello. Thank you so much for your never-ending support sa FOPStalk. And FOPSCO members, Filipino Online Professionals Industry, thank you so much for tuning in. Ayan, kumusta kayo, Shirls? Angelique, ang ating guest host. Hi!
Yes, I am good naman and I'm so excited dito sa ating guest ngayong gabing ito. How about you, Angelique?
And actually sobrang actually itong 2023 is marami nag-aantay sa atin. So tamang-tama yung guest natin for tonight.
Yes, excited ako dyan sa mga nag-aantay na. Huwag na nating patagalin. Let's introduce our guest already. So, our guest, Miss Maria Luisa Ice Hilario, is an OBM, online business manager, right? Or project manager and creative marketing strategist, systems and launch expert for 6 to 7 figure coaches and entrepreneurs. Ice is a proud Christ follower, also happily married and have 3 beautiful children. OFW band vocalist po siya for almost a decade before jumping into operations management for 5 years, then crossing to digital marketing. O, diba? Bongga. Aside from being an OBM with currently 8 premium clients, Ice also had experience being a funnel builder, operations manager, licensed senior financial consultant, and project manager to local celebrities and musicians. Parang gusto ko makichismis. Sino itong mga celebrities na ito? I've developed systems in transitioning brick and mortar businesses to optimize digital businesses. Wow. She grew company market and sales by 15% in a year. Ayan. Good evening, Ice. Happy New Year. Kumusta ka po?
Hello, happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much, Papsko, for having me tonight. And sobrang ano tawag dito, napaka-malakasan ng introduction. So you're all too kind. Thank you so much. And I hope you had a very good holiday season, everybody. So thank you.
Yan. So, umpisahan na natin. Tell us something about being on OFW to being an online professional.
I've been a band vocalist for almost a decade. So we've been touring around Asia mostly. I'm an in-house band for Hyatt hotels. Tapos marami din, meron din Japanese, US or American bases that I have been. So technically, all those years, syempre, pagka halimbawa medyo fresh ka pa, ganyan, so kaya mo pang mag-tour. Dito, I was really exploring all my God-given gifts sa music. Because during that time, I really, I'm so passionate about, singing and everything. Pero, ayun, I got pregnant and then I got a girl. So parang stop na talaga ako. I was thinking of where do I go from singing, or kasi it has been a decade. So one of my relatives asked me na to una muna maging senior financial consultant for one of the best firms in the Philippines. And then after that, ayun, tawag dito, they probably saw something in me in terms of team management and business management. So they asked me to do operations for their business. So it's a franchise business. So there were around 6 or 7 branches during that time. So fast track, the pandemic hit. So during the pandemic, since brick and mortar medyo na-shaken yung industry na yan. And at the same time, I had a miscarriage. So during that time. So it's really, parang kung iisipin mo, during that pandemic, hindi lang yung pandemic yung pinaka, lowest point of my life. I had a miscarriage. So I was questioning myself. I was having a lot of things going on at the back of my head. Where do I go from here? Because I was like around 33, 34 during that time. So parang sabi ko, is there any industry, or probably is there a way to success after pandemic? Tapos, so during the darkest times, of course we all know that I'm a part of a tribe. So my sister showed me a video of John Pagulayan, which is I'm very, very grateful for. After watching the video, I decided na I really had to crawl up on that rat hole. Sobrang lala nung dark stage na yun that I had to just be able to talk to somebody. Tapos sobrang saya ko to be a part of that tribe. Hindi ko talaga siya iniisip na I'll be somewhat embracing freelancing right away. I just wanted to just get out of that, dark times. And then, tuwan-tuwa ako kasi after that, I had discover a lot of things that I can actually do. Tapos nag-umpisa na rin ako akala ko talaga, kasi walang nakakalam ng OBM. Project management, okay lang. Alam ko na management, alam ko yun eh. Pero yung OBM, I have no idea. Tapos akala ko I just have to pick a lot of parang mga skills na kailangan ko, okay, malaki dito sa SMM. Facebook ads kaya ako, mag-ano kaya ako. So there are a lot of things that I had to explore before I understood na I already have a skill, which is management. Sometimes we just have to look, what do we have already before exploring other things? And that's really something that I'm really happy that, God gave me the discernment para maintindihan, okay, all along, OBM pala talaga is something that I'm really good at. So yun, that's it.
Ang galing.
Thank you.
Parang you were really led to that path. Parang talaga kung saan tayo nararapat, doon talaga tayo dadalhin,
Oo, tama. I agree to that. Kasi sometimes meron yung mga nakakausap parang, tawag dito, Hindi ko alam kung saan ako pupunta, what do I need to do, ganyan. Pero ang totoo nun, everything that you're going through, it's actually going to lead you to somewhere that you really have to be. So, I think na dapat lang talaga embrace mo lang, enjoy mo lang siya talaga. Kasi somehow kailangan mo palang daanan talaga lahat yun. And then you're gonna be able to use everything.
Oo, actually talagang agree ako. Ang ganda ng ang ganda ng panimula ng taon for us because you're our first guest here sa Popsok. But also, I'm sorry to hear about your miscarriage. I hope ayan.
Ang awkward, no? How do you respond to that?
What do you say to someone, di ba?
How do you respond to that? But yeah, thank you so much for sympathizing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ayan. Now kayo, Shirls, Jelique, do you want
Actually, may tanong ako. Ayos, ano to? How do you find clarity nga na di ba? Ang dami mo nang nadaanan ng mga skills, ganyan. And how do you find clarity na, OBM ako? Doon ako.
That was a very, very good question. See, one of the things that helped me, si Coach Harry, of course, Charlene already understands kung ano yung talaga din magic na gagawa ni Coach Harry during that time. But for everyone watching, kasi sometimes, nahirapan ako dun sa task to niche down, to find a certain skill or market. So, and I talked to somebody, Charlene or I talked to a lot of people, and honestly, I just found out na there are people who has a lot of skills, who has a lot of, and they call it multi-potentialite. So sometimes hindi mo talaga para palang alam mo yun, mapipick. Hindi naman kailangan talaga pala na sobrang na talikuran mo lahat ng alam mo eh. It's more of how you actually blend everything to work together for good. So say for example, I know about social media marketing. I know something about Facebook ads. So dinaanan ko, di ba, lahat? And then, only to find out that when you're actually an online business manager, you don't need to really be good at all of those areas, but you have to have an understanding somehow of each department. So that as a whole, holistically, as an online business manager, you know how to align every areas of the business. And you understand, so that when you actually work with different people, different expertise and everything, you actually know the jargons, you know the language, how to speak to them, diba? And at the same time, you know the results that you want to achieve. Kasi at the end of the day, if you don't have an idea of what they're doing, then you're not going to be able to also perform as an online business manager. How do you track their metrics? How do you escalate yung mga problems na meron sila if you don't have an understanding of each department? So yung clarity nakuha ko when I actually understood that yung isang client ko, she was having a lot of trouble in terms of understanding kung ano yung mga, parang tawag dito, root causes ng problem or challenges or roadblocks na. And then I was telling her na because yung different areas, walang tamang communication, walang team management and everything. And that's where she told me na, you're actually very good in terms of identifying what are the loopholes of the business and everything. You might consider being an OPM. And that's where it hit me. Oo nga, no? I've been trying to find out one certain skill that I can belong to, when in fact, I am the missing piece in all of those, on all of those skills, that I could probably be the glue that the business needs. And that's where I figure out I'm embracing OPM.
Ay, kinikilabutan ako.
Ang ganda niyan, di ba parang, yan kasi yung karamihan sa mga, isa sa mga tanong ng mga freelancers, how do I find clarity on what I wanted to do? Kasi nga, lalo na yung mga nagsisimula pa lang, na parang gusto nila na pag-aralan lahat. Di ba yun yung sinasabi?
Diba?
Na hindi mo kailangang pag-aralan lahat. Kunin mo lang is kung ano yung mga kailanganin mo sa mga gusto mong puntahan. Okay, so sa lahat ng mga ginawa mo ngayon, syempre from nung ikaw ay nag-start ka, di ba? Tapos OBM ka na ngayon. So what is your proudest accomplishment so far?
Grabe, ang dami na. Pero as of the moment, my proudest is I currently am the CEO of an agency which have less than 20 team. And ito yung proudest moment ko because we do have people like dating factory worker, tapos ngayon nagbibuild ng website, and then merong OFW na babas conductor na tinuruan namin on automations. We have student na graduate pero summa cum laude. Two students, tapos we have single mother, may OFW na nakauwi na. And we were able to have mga employees, corporate employees na nakapag-resign. Yun yung biggest, I would say, yung impact kasi na nagagawa mo in terms of changes yung sa buhay nila. I think that's a super major, massive win for me. Kasi at the end of the day, kumbaga parang hindi lang yung isang buhay nila na-apektuhan, their whole family. Alam mo yun, they have time for their kids and everything. I think I am really, really proud of kasi lahat ng mga team na meron kami, they didn't really have that expertise right away. We had to really be patient enough to teach them. And right now, I would say they're strong and premium. Sobra, yun talaga yung ko. Kung personal ko, I would say na I have worked with people 8 figures. I have even been in a room. Nandun si Grant Cardone, nandun si Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. We had people like, I have worked with 8-figure business owners and coaches, even TD Jakes and everything. So, sobrang laki ng personal achievement ko. But if you're gonna ask me, kapag sinabi ng tao ko na, ma'am, nakabila ko ng laptop, o kaya, ma'am, meron na kami nabilang king nanay ko ng ref. You understand? So, yun talaga yung best achievement for me kasi, so sorry if medyo hinihingal ako, I'm actually pregnant. So, I did it the first time. I'm going to announce it also kasi I haven't really posted anything. So, if you see that medyo hinihingal ako, so on Pops ko, I am officially announcing that I'm going to have my 4th baby. So, hindi hinihingal ako.
Congrats!
Thank you so much.
Honor. Congrats.
Thank you so much. Gusto ko mag-thank you sa inyong lahat. So, thank you so much. Pero yun talaga yung biggest achievement ko. If you're gonna say to every, if I'm going to also add, we do have Bible studies every Thursday. So, very, very thankful ako kasi hindi siya mandatory pero everybody's attending and that's something na feeling ko I would always be very, very proud of myself. Ayun.
Ang galing, di ba?
May advocacy din.
Parang, hindi lang yung basta kumita ng pera. Yung iba kasi, nagtatayo ng agency just to create yung income na kung saan sila kikita talaga. Pero, nafe-feel ko sa'yo yung talagang advocacy mo. Ang saya.
And mas deeper level na siya.
Yes. And it's not really bad naman na mag-ano ka ng agency to earn another income stream. Add to your income. Pero
baka ma-misquote ako,
ma-misquote.
Ang sinasabi ko lang yung may advocacy siya. Okay? Nandun siya sa another level.
Oo. Talagang
kasi kailangan syempre kailangan din ng pera syempre to sustain the agency, diba? Syempre, of course. Pero at the end of the day, you'll definitely get money. Pero priceless talaga yung mga nakukuha mo na feedback. And talagang tuwan-tuwa, as in tuwan-tuwa kami kasi kumbaga yung dati nanghihiram lang ng mga gamit and all, but right now can definitely provide. And so,
how do you motivate your people to continue? Like kasi from our experience sa training, kapag ka-equipment kasi yung wala, kapag alam mo yun, pag wala kang laptop, nangihiram ka lang, tapos biglang kukunin kasi gagamitin, madalas kasi that's one of the reasons why people give up. Kasi parang feeling nila walang patutunguhan ito. So, how do you motivate your people to really keep on pushing on and alam mo yun, talagang magtiyaga? Kasi ang hirap-hirap mag-motivate ng tao, sa totoo lang.
Yes, totoo. Siguro kami, I'm not gonna say na ito yung parang pwedeng maging way out or parang maging but during our time, because I'm going to commend Carla, no? Kasi yung COO na meron ako, yung bahay nila, tawag dito, may extrang laptop or ginagamit ng anak niya during the morning yung laptop. And we definitely encourage them na if you need something to use, you can just start going to Carla's house and then be able to work there. Kumbaga, yun yung parang pinaka-ano namin, starting point during that time. Kasi ngayon may fund na kami. Wow, may fund na kami to parang mag-finance ng laptop, ganyan. Pero before, during nag-start kami, so parang if you need something to use, punta kayo dito sa house na to ni Carla and then just be able to make sure na, alam mo yun, kasi makikita mo naman if deserving yung tao na bigyan ng ano. So ako, honestly, during that time, nung nag-uumpisa kami, and I would say this to agency owners or aspiring agency owners, it doesn't matter kung sa umpisa parang hindi ka talaga parang kumikita or something because you just have to invest also in people. You just have to discern kung sino yung mga talagang you want to take, towards all these years na gusto mong, what's your vision, everything. So sino i-carry over mo? So you really have to invest. During that time, instead of kami, bibili na kami or travel or whatnot. So ganun. I invested on people's laptop. Kami, nag-invest kami to give them courses. Tapos at the same time, kahit kami nag-iitlog kami o naghihiram kami ng pera, doesn't matter, alam mo yun? Kasi at the end of the day, you invest in people, these people are going to give their best para sa iyo. So they're going to, alam mo yun, hindi lang sa tanaw ng loob, it's sa utang ng loob It's more of, sometimes, people just need somebody to, may isa lang na to believe in them. And I believe in them. Sometimes, wala naman kasing work around sa, yung just show them how genuinely you believe in them and there's a way for them to really improve and be able to change. So ako dun talaga ako nag-invest. And kaya yung Bible study na yun, it's foundational for me kasi I would always say to people, work is worship. How you work would actually glorify God. So how do you work? So my people are actually, I believe they're honest. Kahit nakatalikod ako, they're still gonna work. Because they know that work is worship. And that's the foundational thing that I have probably built from this thing. And I think it would also help other business owners.
Okay, so may tanong pa ako regarding sa management nga na isang agency. So, yung meron ka bang time tracker, di ba sinasabi mo na you know that they work kahit hindi nakatalikod ka. May time tracker ba kayo or mayroon lang silang yung halimbawa certain ganitong oras na magtatrabaho sila or paano yung setup ninyo ng mga tao ninyo?
Okay. I don't do time tracker kasi parang ano ko sila tawag dito, parang nililimit ko because I try to deviate from getting yung flexibility of time. So I'm actually results based. At the same time, pero I definitely recommend them to have this in break channel so that I know if they're available. And we do have co-working sessions. You know what's funny? Kasi pag halimbawa CEO ka, people tend to get away from meetings with the diba? Yung management or something, ayaw nila. Pero kami kasi dahil masaya yung co-working sessions namin, magugulat ka, yung co-working na channel namin, maraming tao. People are in there, almost complete attendance. And I say na, ba't nandito ka pa ganun? Yung pala, kasi sabi ko sa kanila, okay, meron tayong 15-minute break, chikahan muna tayo. We could actually talk with anything under the sun, during that time. So, kasi hindi pwedeng sabihin na you're a different person in work and you're a different person. Pag tawag dito na sa bahay ka, no, you're still the same person, I guess. So, dapat, tawag dito yung relationship na bibuild mo with your team. So, that's the reason why I try to tell them that I'm just going to encourage you to do co-working sessions with us, 1 hour, 2 hours probably, just to be able to relay stuff or communications faster. After that, I don't mind kung gusto mong mag-shutdown ng tawag dito ng co-working Zoom, or I don't mind kung anong gagawin mo on your own pace. Because at the end of the day, I just want to get things done. And I'm very, very clear on that. I'm very strict on that. At the end of the day, I'm the client facing. You just have to support me with everything that I need. So if you get the job done, I don't mind if kailan mo siya gagawin at your own time. But make sure that you log in, make sure that you tell me that these, kasi may end of the day, what are the things that you have done? What are the backlogs? So beginning of the day, there should be top 3 priority. Okay? And then afternoon is, yun na. And then after ng top 3 priority, ano naman yung mga checklist mo or backlogs mo, be able to finish everything. And then end of the day, make sure lang na lahat ng mga natapos and then yung mga hindi na-accomplish, I already see kung ano yung mga parang what do you need help with? Kasi yun yung lagi ko sinasabi. Here, I would like you to ask each and everybody, what do you need help with? Para we can support them if medyo nahihirapan sila on some areas. Pero I don't encourage, siguro for other businesses, importante sa kanila yun. Kasi nga, di ba, kailangan nila yun to be able to justify kung ano. And that's definitely okay. It's just for me, para yung freelancing talagang ma-embrace nila. Because hindi ko lahat kayang ibigay. Pero that time freedom, I can give.
Ang galing. May sasabihin ka, Jehan? Parang kanina titig ka.
Nakakilala ka na sa time freedom. So, yung ano lang, saan yung pinagkukuha? I mean, saan ninyo na, how do you do the hiring process siguro? Kasi na-mention mo na meron kayo yung former na nag-work nga sa factory and all that. So, how do you do the hiring process? Nagpo-post ba kayo? Or from word of mouth lang sa mga network lang ninyo sa friends? Where do you find the right people, basically?
Okay. This has to be kumbaga parang kailangan din maintindihan to. When you're beginning, you don't have enough funds, you don't have enough resources. You can actually start with your own network and probably some referrals. Just to be able to make sure that you just have to have somebody if you're starting. Kasi if you're already on the level that you have a lot of clients and you need to really scale up, then it's high time that you have the right hiring workflows and processes. So how do we do? So during that time, I just have to make sure that if you don't have enough skills, we have enough time, okay, to teach you. But if right now, we don't have time anymore to do that. So what we do is, I ask those people that we trained before to start also doing SOPs, start making so that there's a way for them to teach naman. It's their time to teach. But right now, how do we do hiring is we definitely have job descriptions, very strict job descriptions, because right now it's more of we need really help and experts because we already have a lot of clients. So again, if you're starting, you have time, you can teach, and lesser pay, right? So lesser pay because hindi pa sila expert on their certain field, but they do have potential. That's one thing. You have to have an eye for potential. Otherwise, it's going to be a bad hire. So sometimes you just have to make sure that they have the right intention, they have the right basic skills, and then you hone those skills. And when you're already on the stage wherein you really have to have experts, then hindi na pwede yung ganong way of hiring. This time around, you have to go through the process of job description, interviews, twice interviews, and ito yung secret ko to be able to have premium quality hire. Ask them for clarity exercises. Yun. So they have to have clarity exercise. So I'm gonna have certain tasks, tapos they have to shoot me a little video, kung may clarity sila. And that's when I figure out that they are fit for the job.
Ang galing talaga. So parang ang dami ko ring natututunan. That's why I love hosting Fops Talk kasi you always learn something we always learn something from our guests. Yun. But one thing na I think we've heard of your successes and your struggles, pero as an OBM, what sets you apart? What do you think is your edge over your competition? Kasi may mga naririnig ng mga OBMs ngayon. So, what sets you apart from the other OBMs?
Empathy. Because I think you really have to have empathy. Because, say for example, a business owner wears a lot of hats. You have to understand beginning, she's gonna be, siya yung SMM din, siya din nag-gawa ng content niya, siya nag-finance, siya din nag-ano ng, say for example, also team management and everything. You just have to have empathy. What are the tasks? What are the things that you can, take away from her shoulders? So you have to understand how to really help her. And I think one thing that separates me from the rest is I tend to do active listening, and I also do my own what do you call this? Own audit, own research. Because if you really because some owners, they will tell you what they want, but at the end of the day, you have your own ideas, you have your own suggestions, and you have your own take or perspective on what does the business needs to prioritize. So I have to have my, even if the CEO, that's one thing that the CEOs that I work with is appreciating about me. I call them out. I'm not afraid to call out CEOs or business owners if I think that they have the wrong, because I respect their zone of genius. But then again, if I see something that I think you're actually looking at the on an angle wherein you're not also seeing what it's gonna be, what's gonna be the results. So I guess that's one thing that separates me from the rest. I'm not afraid to call out if I see something. So it's my way of caring. So I think empathy, and do not be afraid to call out if you see something na hindi tama. Because at the end of the day, that's what they need. They need somebody to tell them that, okay, you're doing things wrong. And this is how I think we're going to do.
Wala bang
Kasi it's a partnership eh.
Hindi ba sila napipikon minsan when you tell them that you're doing this wrong? Kasi minsan may ganun, sobrang ano sila
Yes.
sobrang possessive sila sa business and sa ideas nila eh.
Tama. Pero you, honestly, you see a good CEO, a visionary, a good business owner, if they do appreciate feedbacks, honestly. And kahit ikaw mismo, diba, you understand na the only way to improve is you get feedback para alam mo where to, para alam mo kung ano yung mga dapat mong baguhin, what works, what not, and everything. And I guess, business people sila eh. They know a good OBM if they see one. Yung talagang alam na they care enough to tell them. Kasi pag hindi, siguro feeling ko din sa lahat ng OBMs, no, nasa management tayo eh. Hindi tayo yung nagte-take lang ng instructions. We're not supposed to do that. We're not VAs. And with all respects to VAs are integrators. And that's a different high-level skill. But as a management, we have to have our own personal ideas. We have to have our own suggestions. And as an OBM, we're a partner, more of a partner. They have to have mutual respect. Because at the end of the day, the CEO wants to have more time for himself. And the OBMs will step in for them. So the OBM should really have this skill na to be able to see what would work, what would not, and what we think would benefit the business at the end of the day.
Galing. Okay, Jalik, may tanong ka pa?
Yes, actually before tayo mag-proceed sa Fabstock, no, Ice, what's your advice naman sa mga aspiring OBMs, ganyan na, I think yung iba na parang hinahanap pa nila yung yung niche nila. And ayun, kung hindi man OBM or other yung aspiring freelancer. Ayan.
Okay. Very, very good question. Kasi OBM is so vast. Sobrang niyang daming elements. So, and I'm very, very proud to say that may segue, may konting promotion. I'm very, very happy to say that yun nga, because of the things that I have learned over supporting 7-8 figure coaches, I figure out that there's no one OBM na specific for a business. So that's the reason why we're actually releasing a course wherein it's called OBM Trilogy, wherein I divided into 3, which is operations, marketing, and systems and tech. And it's not me, because I'm a creative OBM, and I do systems and launches, but I team up with 2 other OBMs to be able to make sure that this is a course that has not been released anywhere else. It's more of where are you at in terms of your zone of genius. Nasa creative ka ba? Nasa technical ka ba? Do you do team management? So I carefully thought of how to really help VAs, project manager na gustong maging OBM. And if you're already an OBM, nanihirapan ka to parang take on lahat na sa business. Ako na operations, ako na marketing, ako pa sales and systems and automation. So I had to make sure na i-segment ko yun. And that's the reason why we're doing that early this year. Hopefully we're going to launch a wait list this January. So hopefully there are people interested because ayun nga, naintindihan ko lahat kayo. I was thinking, ang dami-dami kong kailangan malaman sa business, pero hindi mo kailangan gawin yan. Kailangan mong maintindihan what drains you, what energizes you. What energizes you, it's what most likely you're good at. Kasi gagawin mo kahit sobrang oras mo. And that's the reason why I segmented everything, and I team up with Janelle Singeo and Carla Malariado, which is, I think, genius in terms of systems and automation. And operations-wise, Janelle is going to be, kasi we already work with an 8-figure business, and sobrang galing nun. And I can't wait to share it to all aspiring OBMs. Hopefully, ako kasi sabi ko, we're just gonna launch one course. Kasi that one course should really have the heart to help a lot of people. And hopefully yun, makatulong sa inyo. So just be able to understand first what energizes you, what drains you. So lahat kayo, dun muna mag-umpisa. Huwag mo masyadong i-overcomplicate mga bagay. After nun, you will understand kung ano talaga yung magiging focus mo when you transition to OBM.
Ayun, salin na kayo, guys.
Ano siya course na ila-launch?
Yes, we're going to launch a course. It's called OBM Trilogy. So, ayun, para kumbaga parang ano talaga siya. It's very specific. Magkakaroon pa nga ng test yun eh. May test siya sa umpisa, where are you at, beginner ka ba, intermediate, and nandun ka na
Where
sa
do we
OBM
sign
level.
up?
Yes, OBM level ka na ba? Tapos pagkatapos na may another test. Ano yung zone of genius mo? Which are you for marketing? Creative ka ba? Are you operations? Medyo organized ka ba?
Mag-sign up.
Yun. We're going to have a landing page, a wait list. So hopefully makakaano kayo. And we're also going to give away scholarship as well because we believe that there are a lot of potential. So we're going to be able to do that and announce that on January 8th. Ayun. So we're going to release that sa page namin. So, nag-promote
Saan
agad.
makikita naman yung page ninyo? Meron mo kayong Facebook page?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Thank you po. So we did a revamp. So we're going to release that website, which is www.runbysystems.io. So ang company name po namin, Run by Systems. So very clear kung ano yung gusto namin, so that there should be systems in every business. So hopefully, we're going to be able to, excited kami kasi magkakaroon kami ng digital launch, and we invited some of our international clients to be able to let them know kung nakatulong ba kami or something like that. So ayun, at the same time, we're also going to be featuring some of yung team members namin that has, yun nga, yung nagkaroon ng mga transformations and everything. At the same time, doon din namin i-announce yung OBM Trilogy course that we're going to release this year. Yun.
Ayan, okay. So thank you so much for that. Excited to for you to launch your course kasi baka isa na rin ako sa mga magsa-sign up dyan.
Yes, mayroon ka ng, ako rin, gusto ko rin yan.
Na-feel ko yan kasi parang I feel like I'm ready pero hindi ko alam kung saan mag-umpisa. So I think I'm gonna need that course.
Yun.
Let us know through Jelik siguro or si Charms yung nag-invite sa'yo dito sa Pops Talk. Let us know once you launch the course so we can also help promote it to our network.
Oh, thank you so much. God bless po. Thank you so much po.
Yan, Fabs talk muna tayo.
Okay,
Okay.
Sa tanong at sagot lang. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna start. Wine or beer?
Wine.
Morning or night person?
Night.
Number 1, online tool na hindi mo kayang mabuhay ng wala. You cannot live without.
That's a bit hard, pero I'm gonna go with Messenger kasi
Nandun lahat.
ando lahat ng messaging.
Yan, ikaw naman, Shers?
Regular home office attire.
T-shirt.
Okay. Where do you go when you are bored or tired?
Room of my kids.
Okay, karamihan talaga room, no? So, kung halimbawa ikaw ay may pet ka ba? Wala.
I don't have.
Yeah. O if ever na lang na
lang.
meron kang pet, oo. So, kapag tinanong namin yung pet mo, ano sa tingin mo ang sasabihin nila? Sino si Ice?
The reason why I don't have pet, explain ko lang kasi na broken heart ako nung nawantay yung first yung dog ko. So, I feel na masyado kong attached sa emotional ano ko and I cannot take yung mga ganun losses. So, that's the reason why I hindi na ako nag ano ulit. Pero I think if ever na kakausapin siya, I hope that she will say na I'm a loving person and I cared so much that I'm willing to really because I think sacrifice is equivalent to love. So I love to sacrifice for my pet or my children. So I guess that's it. Hello, kayong
Describe your life using film titles.
Sorry, one more time.
Describe your life using film titles. Movies.
Undeservingly successful.
Ganda! Bongga!
If your life is a book, what's the title?
I'm going to go with that's a bit hard. I'm thinking of doing a book pero my life as a book probably Changed by Christ. I think that's it.
That's lovely. Who or what keeps you motivated?
Really, my children. It gives me, but at the same time, if bit ko lang yung sarili ko, pwede akong magtamad, but, my growing team, they need work, they need job. Tatayo talaga ako. Really. Yun talaga yun. Kumbaga parang, I really need to be a leader. So, yun talaga.
Yan. Okay. Ayan. Thank you so much for your candid answers tonight, Ice. And it's really very inspiring. A great start to our year. Ayan. Pero do you have any parting messages or anything you'd like to say to everyone here na nanonood sa atin ngayon?
Yeah, so to all the freelancers out there, wherever you are, if you feel like giving up, if you feel like this is not something for you, just take a step back. Take a step back, breathe, be able to identify what do you want. Because sometimes the only thing that's stopping you is because you don't have a clear vision of where you want to go, what do you want to achieve. So be able to make sure to understand first, what do you want to have in life? Because sometimes the only thing that propels you is if you have that clear direction of where to go. I want to get that. I want to achieve that. I want to be like that. So step back, breathe, and then be able to write down. Because sometimes pag iniisip lang natin, kwentuhan lang yun, charot-charot lang yun. Diba? But if we start writing down, it becomes a plan. It becomes a goal setting. So write it down, be able to manifest it, claim it. If you think about the universe that's going to help you, that's the universe. But actually, you manifest it, you declare it, because by God's grace, everything dinedeclare mo, there's a power the power of tongue, the power of declaration. And of course, I believe that, this year is the best way to start. Okay, declare who you want to be. I'm a force to reckon with. I am good at what I do. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be a good provider. My family, everybody around me is going to be happy. So that there is power in declaration. And I'm really praying that every one of you listening right now, you're going to be abundant, because abundance is your birthright. Yeah.
Ayun, eto na naman tayo sa write it down, declare it, manifest it. There's really power in that, and I also believe in it. Yeah, and thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, Ice. Thank you. It was really an honor. And meron pa ba kayong parting message, Shirls, Jalik?
Actually, idagdag ko lang din, and kasama na rin yung pag-take action doon para matuloy yung mga goals mo in life. Yan.
True. What about you, Shirls?
Sa akin naman, isa sa mga, syempre, ngayon ay New Year na naman. So, as a freelancer, kung hanggang nalilito ka pa rin hanggang ngayon kung ano yung mga dapat mong gawin. So, mag-start na tayo ngayon na hanapan ng clarity kung ano ba ang ating gustong mangyari. So, yun lang, and have a great day.
Okay. Parang gusto ko na nga mag-sign up kay Coach Harry ng clarity sessions para maging clear na rin yung path ko, kasi parang ang dami-dami kong pinapasok na kung ano-anong projects. But yeah.
Me also.
Diba? Sure. Napaka-multitasking natin. So it really, ang natutunan ko lang, it really all starts with clarity, having a clear vision of what you want to be and who you want to be 5, 6, 10 years from now. So, yun lang po. Thank you so much. And ayan, I hope everybody learned something from our episode. Definitely kaming mga host, we really did learn something from our guest tonight, and we were inspired to really do more and be more. So thank you for watching us, guys, and hope to see you again next Wednesday. Please like our page, facebook.com/fopsco.ph, a national-based cooperative for Filipino online professionals. And you may also find us on Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. If you had some takeaways in tonight's show, please share this episode so others can also learn like you. Ayan. And thank you again, CJ, Fopsco Media, our partner in giving you this wonderful show. Join us again next week. Thank you, Jalik, for joining us as a co-host. And join us again, everyone, next week for another show with another special guest. For our Fopsco family, let's keep growing together. Bye. Good night, everyone. Happy New Year.